Did you hear about that article from CBS News, which talked about the study showing that parents only get about 32 minutes of free time a day? That's about enough time to take a shower and remember what day it is. Oh, and in the same study, they found that the average parent admits to hiding from their kids up to 4 times a week, which was surprising because I'm hiding away from my kids at least twice a day, 7 days a week. So what do we learn from this article? That we need to clean less so that we can me more. Me time more. Have more me. Forget it. The point is, some of us just don't have enough time in the day for an elaborate cleaning routine. Some of us only have minutes between work, kid sports, social events, hungry kids, hungry husbands.
Hey! What's for dinner?
There's just no time. You know, they say that Americans spend on average 6 hours a week cleaning. Well, I say,
ain't nobody got time for that.
Which is why I created my cleaning routine that lets you clean less often for less time. But even that routine might feel like too much for you if you're currently being body slammed by life. So I made a second cleaning routine that is even more simplified and to the point for those of you who really only have a few minutes to spare. More specifically, 9 minutes to spare. 9 minutes a day. Can you give me that? I call it the 3+6 routine. 3 minutes in the morning, 6 minutes in the evening. That's it. You can finish it in less time than it takes to convince your kid to put their shoes on. I also made a checklist for you. It's totally free. You can grab it from the description after you finish watching this video. And yes, it's blank on purpose because I want to walk you through each task myself, starting with the morning routine, which only takes 3 minutes. But there's a very specific way that I want you to approach these tasks so that this routine actually sticks. All right, let's start with the first task. Now, according to statistics, most people shower in the morning. So that's where we're starting. Your first task is to wipe down the shower while you're already in it. That's the key. It's not an extra chore. It's something you do while you're already there anyway. And doing it daily keeps it from ever getting gross in the first place. You know, you're not deep cleaning. You're just wiping it down quickly so it never has a chance to build up. That's how you stay ahead of these messes without adding time to your day. And this task, it'll literally only take you 30 seconds. Wipe, 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 done. We should signature that move and bring it to the school dances. Homecoming, tell your kids, they'll be the coolest kid in school. Anyway, so I keep a little bottle of dish soap and a sponge right in the bathtub so it's easy to grab and do my quick wipe down while I'm in there. It really does make a big difference. But if you shower at night, then of course this will be a part of your evening routine, and that's fine. Just do it whenever you shower, okay? So after you get out of the shower, then what do you typically do next? I'm guessing you get dressed, style your hair, and then maybe you put on a little makeup. Either way, I'm sure you're spending a part of the morning in the bathroom. So while you're in there, before you leave, you're just gonna take 1 minute to quickly wipe down the sink and the toilet. Since you don't have to do a once a week bathroom cleaning, well then you're gonna have to do it daily. But that's okay, because in the same way that a daily wipe of the shower keeps it clean, a daily wipe of the sink and toilet also keeps it clean. If anyone follows the Fly Lady, you might also know this as the swish and swipe. And it seriously only takes a minute. Go ahead, time it. If you're doing it every day, I promise it won't take longer than that. And if you can tie it to something you're already doing, like finishing your hair, it'll be way easier to remember. That becomes your cue to wipe and walk away. All right, so let's continue our morning routine. You are now showered, dressed, and ready for coffee or tea or whatever it is. You're probably making your way to the kitchen. This is your time to empty the dishwasher. I like to empty my dishwasher while my coffee is brewing. What could you tie this task to? The goal of a cleaning routine isn't to add more to your plate. It's to integrate it into the life you're already living, to flow with your day, not fight against it. That way, it becomes more second nature instead of one more thing for us to dread or even forget. So how can you make emptying the dishwasher in the morning more automatic? What could you tie it to? Brewing coffee, heating up breakfast, packing lunches. What could be your cue? And if you don't have a dishwasher, then you'll want to empty the drying rack instead, because by emptying it first thing in the morning, you're setting yourself up for an easier day, because now you have space ready for all of the dishes that are to come. I mean, how many times have you gone to put your dishes in the dishwasher only to realize that it's still full from the night before? And then you're just like, forget this. I'm not doing it now. Because the job, now it feels too big. So make it a priority and tie it to something. And just like that, you've knocked out your first 3 minutes. Morning routine complete. Now, before I move on to the evening routine, I've got something very important to tell you. Seriously, drop what you're doing. You'll want to hear this, okay? I just found out that if you subscribe to my channel, your spouse or kids will suddenly feel this overwhelming urge to deep clean the kitchen. Now, I'm not saying they're actually gonna do it, but the desire to will be there. And they may not admit it, but you'll see it. Just look deep into their eyes. Okay? So go ahead and hit that button and prepare to be amazed. All right, moving on to the evening routine, which again has 3 tasks, and each job is expected to take 2 minutes each with a total of 6 minutes. Starting off with the soapy sprint. Okay, it's 5 p.m. You're getting ready to cook dinner, right? Well, before you start cooking, fill your sink with hot soapy water. Don't you even touch a pot or a pan until that sink is full, because this tiny step is what's going to help us get the dishes done faster than Spider-Man can swing from my house to yours. And I'm in New York. I don't know where you are, but I wouldn't mess with Spider-Man's capabilities. So while you're cooking dinner, any dishes that you're done with, toss them right into the soapy water, and this will give them plenty of time to soak while you're cooking. I mean, have you ever washed dishes after they've soaked for an hour? It is so much easier. They basically look clean when you pull them out of the water. And then you just give them a quick once over and boom, you're done. And then you're going to take advantage of those moments during cooking where you have free time. I mean, if you're standing there waiting for your sauce to simmer, then use that time to get a head start on the dishes. You can't let idle time pass you by. And this is where the soapy sprint comes in. Soapy, you're soaking your dishes while you cook. Sprint, you're cleaning as you go. And then after dinner, that's what's going to help you get those dishes done in just 2 minutes, especially if you set a timer, because timers naturally make us move faster. It's a psychological thing. When you see the seconds ticking down, it adds urgency and we get more done. So use timers, not just for this task, but for the next evening task too, which is the kitchen shutdown. I've talked about the kitchen shutdown many times as a part of my full-time cleaning routine, but for this version, which is more of a survival mode routine, I want you to spend 2 minutes on it. That's it. And the most important thing here is to set your timer before you start. I love using this little face timer, not just for my kids during their quiet playtime, but for me too. Something about watching those white dots disappear just motivates me. I don't know why. And then after you set your timer, you wipe the counters, the sink, the stovetop, sweep the floor, change the garbages, spot mop if needed. And you just move as fast as you can until the time runs out. And if it runs out before you're done, that's okay. You can worry about it tomorrow. You're done. Look at my slogan under the title of this routine. Not perfect, just done. You have to be okay with imperfection when you're in survival mode. All right, moving on to the last task in the evening routine, which is the family tidy. Ah, yes, everyone gets to be involved. Mom, Dad, bingo. Whoops, wrong family. But you get the point. There's no reason that they can't help pick up, especially when they're the ones that made most of the mess to begin with, am I right? So set your timers for 2 minutes, get your whole family in the main living areas of your home, and pick things up as fast as you can. Those 2 minutes will fly right by, and by the time you're done, depending on how big your family is, you should have a lot picked up. I mean, I have 4 in my family, so if we all tidied for 2 minutes, that would be a total of 8 minutes of tidying. There's a lot you can get done when you put your hands together. Whoa, that was weird. All right, so get your free printable, get that printed, and click this video next if you want to learn about the lie about cleaning that I believed for years. Could you be believing the same lie? Only one way to find out. I'll see you there.